I am unclear at the moment as to what the basis of the anonymity is. I have no problem with a proposition that says if the judge is in any way at risk, he should be anonymised until
reasons given by the judge who granted the injunction, Mr. Justice Williams, was to protect them from social media pile-in.
Was that the reason given?
That is the reason reported in the Daily Telegraph, which is the only one is the only place where I can find it given.
And who made the application for the injunction?
I don't know.
Well, that's so interesting. I'm all my personal sympathies are with the judge. I completely agree with you, Nicholas, that at the end of the day, you shouldn't be able to anonymise the judge. I think that if there's any material evidence that the judge might be at risk in some way, then you might be able, in those circumstances, to give an injunction to protect him as long as that risk exists. And your idea
I'm so interested that you're saying him, because the likelihood is that it's a woman, and the pile-ons that women experience are much more violent and much more abusive than anything.
Okay, what about, Helena, what about this, and Charlie, what about the social workers? Because an order is made protecting their identities, and the newspapers very much want to reveal that, because they're applying at the moment to the judge for him to revoke his order, and no doubt it will be in the Court of Appeal if it is not revoked. So, but they want it to be named the following: social workers, the Guardian, any other professionals involved in the proceedings, and the judge.
I mean, I'm much more willing to provide protection for the social workers because they're not in this position where there isn't open social work. There is a real requirement for open justice.
Yes. And the Guardian? Same, you'd say, I expect.
Yeah, I'd say the same in relation to the Guardian.
Yeah.
I mean, you should generally make the names public, but if there's reason to suppose they might be at risk in some way, I think they're in a very different position from the judge, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the judge is a very, very tricky one. But I mean, Helena's right. We live in a different world to the one that was described by Lord Justice Watkins. I mean, they didn't have such intense social media back in 1987.
Yeah, right. But, it's a much more important point, is that you cannot have anonymous judges.
You cannot have anonymous judges.
Whether it's Watkins who said it or somebody else, he's right.